Law of Attraction 5 Reason why money is so hard to attract. To focus or not to focus. Manifesting your desires. Unexpected flowers. I am charmed and you. Desires that influence the law of attraction. Recently someone asked the question, why is money so very hard to attract? Lots of people who discover the laws of attraction want to know the answer to that very question. Many more people will continue to have a very hard time at trusting the law of attraction for the very reason that they are not able to manifest money as they would like. 1. You want it too much. Yes, that's right. The mere fact that you want money makes you repel that money. The more you want something, the more you activate the law of attraction to further push it away from you. When you want something desperately, you are at a place of lack, emptiness and without. There are many ancient techniques that can move you out of that feeling of emptiness to where you begin to energetically empower yourself to draw a phenomenal amount of magnetic power to you. These techniques, although simple, are extremely effective in making you a powerful magnet. 2. You have not learned how to be abundant. Learning how to be abundant is necessary to activating the law of attraction in your favor. Before you can be abundant, you have to be able to see abundance all around you. You have to change your perspective on life and your present reality. If you are thinking and feeling that the universe is scarce, then it is more than likely that what you've seen in the universe and scarcely will be reflected in how you manifest money to you. 3. You have placed money above you. Few people will admit to doing so, but most everyone has made money a huge priority in their life. It isn't that money is not a priority, but there is something which is way beyond money. The moment you become aware that your own divine self is far more powerful than money, you will continue to struggle in attracting more of it. Those who are aware of their divine nature have an easier time of applying the laws of attraction to bring them more money or anything a lot faster. 4. You don't really want money. If a survey were to be taken, more people than not would say the same thing. I don't really want a lot of money, I just want to have enough. It amazes me that so many people who work diligently at trying to understand the law of attraction will easily say that they don't really want a lot of money. Is it any wonder that few people will ever really attract a large amount of money? The laws of attraction are quite on target with that inner feeling of conflict and will manifest exactly that resistance you have towards money. 5. You can't take money as a joke. One thing which is quite common to those who have manifested large fortunes in their life is that they moved beneath the pressure of making money. To move beyond money, you need to see and feel money as a game. Making money should become a wonderful feeling of joy rather than a struggle of pain and suffering. If you learn to have fun with making money, the law of attraction will reward you by bringing you much more. Often I receive emails from people who have been learning about and applying the law of attraction, yet they feel stuck. They are clear about what they want. They stay focused on their desire, and yet, it seems to be so slow in coming or out of reach entirely. Here's an example of one such email. I have been trying to attract a good mate into my life, and I've really focused on it for the past 3 months. I have posted positive affirmations on my bathroom mirror with positive quotes like I am married now to a wonderful person, etc. I also read every morning and midday and night a positive affirmation that I am attracting a great mate who harmonizes with me. I also bought an endless loop cassette tape and recorded that I have a good spouse and that I have attracted a good person to myself, etc., and I listen to it every night. I really believe that it will come to me, but could it be that this person is focusing too much? Surely all these affirmations and positive statements should have produced the desired outcome by now. Yes, this person is probably focusing too much on their desire and actually causing resistance to allowing the law of attraction to deliver. Here are 3 things about how the law of attraction works to consider. Once you have clarity about your desire and feel satisfied with the mental picture and good feelings you have, then the law of attraction reads you loud and clear, and the process of delivery is set in motion. If you do nothing more than get crystal clear, you will receive your desire in the easiest, most efficient way. The law of attraction doesn't really listen to your words, but does read how you actually feel about this desire. When you make affirmations that are not true, like, I have a wonderful spouse, when you don't, the law of attraction only receives your opposite vibration of I don't have a spouse. The more affirmations you make, the more you are nullifying your desire with this opposing vibration. So, what are you supposed to do with that desire you've been so clear about? Hold it in your periphery vision, rather than your focal point. Here's an exercise that will demonstrate how to do that. Keep your focus on this article on the screen of your computer. Now, tell me, what do you see on your far right? Don't move your eyes, Just notice what is there. Okay, now tell me, what is in the upper left field? What's in the lower left field? What is at the top of your field of vision? And the bottom? You do know what is there without focusing on the object directly. Now, let's pretend that one of the items in your periphery is a lamp and you want to turn it on. You move your eyes, so that the lamp is the focus of your vision, briefly, while you turn it on, then return your focus to this screen. This is the best way to hold your clear desires. Once you have clearly stated or written your desire, hold it in the periphery of your vision. Get on with other things that you enjoy. You'll know when to shift your focus to your desire. Maybe you've changed your mind about a detail, or you just enjoy imagining what it feels like to be living your desire. I have a practice of writing out my desire statement using the 3 phrases that raise my vibration, then I put it away in a file folder. The file folder is in my left peripheral vision when I'm at my computer. I usually seem to forget about it until it is fulfilled. Then I go digging for that particular desire statement and find, to my absolute delight, that everything I asked for has come true. The bottom line is really this: if focusing on your desire feels good, delightful, playful and exciting, then by all means, enjoy giving it attention. But if you are forcing yourself to focus, you are actually causing resistance that can cause delay. If you've been noticing the length of time it is taking for your desire to come, you are slowing down the process. Allowing means staying out of the way, while you allow the law of attraction to deliver your desire. I could make it very easy from the start and say that you are already manifesting your desires every day, but you just don't realize it. Most people are unconscious creators. They go about their daily lives not knowing that the thoughts they are thinking have an impact on their outside world. The law of attraction, probably the most important law governing creation, states that all forms of matter and energy are attracted to that which is of like vibration. What this means is that the thoughts we hold in our minds begin to attract similar thoughts and become larger masses of thoughts we call thought forms. So what are the implications of this for you? Stated simply, you get what you focus on. But I'm always thinking about money and I never have any, you say. And that is because you never stay focused on the abundance in your life, but are always looking at the lack of what you do have. So that is what you attract into your life. If you could stay focused on one thing and imagine the excitement you would feel if you already had it, it would show up in your life in a relatively short time. The world you see is only a mirror of all the thoughts you have inside of you. Change your thoughts and you change the perception of your world. Quantum physics teaches us that nothing exists independently of your perception of it. In actuality, you get to choose what you see. That is why several people observing the same thing each have different opinions as to what really happened. If you want to manifest your desires, there are a few steps you need to follow. Number 1 in importance is knowing what you really want. The more definitive you can be, the easier it will be to reach your goal. Number 2 in importance is the more enthused, excited and emotionally charged you are about something, the faster you will see it show up in your life. Next, you have to allow it to come into your life. What I mean by this is not to expect it to come in a certain way, the when, where or how. Just let it flow into your life. And lastly, you should have a feeling of gratitude, or thankfulness in advance, to be grateful before and for the thing that you want. Good luck in your manifesting and thanks for reading. There is the expected, and there is the unexpected. When it's a special day for your significant other or close friend, he or she may be expecting something, and it is important to come through. But most people agree that the best time to receive flowers and gifts is when they aren't expecting them at all. A recent survey shows that for every 20 Americans who think Valentine's Day is the best time to receive flowers, 30 others think it's even more special when flowers are received with no special occasion in mind. It's the unexpected surprise and thoughtfulness behind the gift that means so much. A gift on an anniversary or Mother's Day may be rightfully expected, but receiving a gift that expresses love in the middle of a stressful week can turn a troubled time to a happy one. When you really love someone, it's often the little unexpected gestures that really show them how much you care. And sending a surprise message of caring doesn't have to cost a bundle. While 26% of Americans named jewelry as the gift most likely to make them smile, flowers ranked a close second at 23%, and there are a variety of fresh flower gift options at most local florists in the $10 to $20 range. Other great gifts include candies, cards, books, CDs, a special dinner out, or a romantic movie at home. Use your imagination. Think flowers and gifts are just for women? Think again. Research shows that men are just as likely as women to appreciate flowers and gifts, especially when given for no special occasion. A colorful bouquet with a bold, masculine flair can brighten up any guy's office workday, and the gift's beauty and aroma will remind him of you every time he sees it. We all like presents, and most people agree that an unexpected gift can turn a day around. So, remember what great gift givers throughout the ages have always known. It's that thoughtful gift and personal note for no special reason that really gets noticed. Whether it's a Monday, a bad hair day, laundry day, or any day of the week, you can always make it more special with flowers, a card, or some other personal token delivered. But whatever it is, the most important thing is that it is straight from the heart. Possessing a charming way will open many doors. The latent charm lurking within you is your secret and hidden away goldmine. Your charm is like a pearl inside the oyster, and once it is discovered and polished can highlight and greatly enrich your personality and success. Charm is that intangible quality within you, that when uncovered and freed from suffocating baggage, can add a subtle power to your presence that is irresistibly pleasing. The influence of this charm will attract, calm, assuage, placate and delight anyone with whom you come into contact. The ability to win over and influence people is in direct proportion to the charm you are able to summon up and demonstrate. Charm can be developed like every other quality or attribute of the mind by adopting and practicing some basic rules. Adaptation, the art of agreeing with another person for the sake of amicability, is lesson 1. Finding common ground through genuine curiosity lowers defenses and paves the way for further exploration. Adaptation is an acknowledgement of another's right to be right or wrong. As Voltaire said, "I do not agree with a word you say, but I shall defend to the death your right to say it." The goal is to charm, not to reform. The primary rule is for you to be yourself. Any kind of physical makeover, including that phony smile, won't do the trick. Affectations and pretense, even a well-rehearsed choreography, is swift and certain death to charm. It is easy enough to attract and get attention by artifice, but to influence anyone beyond surface pleasantries, you must possess the power of charm within. A smile may win a first look, but it takes the conscious power of charm to obtain results. Authenticity is genuine and indisputable, easily picked up by others as the real thing, where pretense is usually unmasked. By practicing the techniques of charm from within, you can put your prospect or antagonist at ease and even inspire them to do your bidding. Projecting charm requires give and take. The first technique is to listen. You must be an attentive listener interested in hearing what the other person has to say, which also means paying close attention and really comprehending what they have to say and where they are coming from in saying it. The second fundamental is to always be humble, gentle and polite. By adopting these traits you will project a gracious and friendly manner which communicates the attitude that you are both likable and approachable. Treat all people that you meet as potential friends. By displaying an open and positive attitude, and making others feel that your own life was incomplete before having met them, empowers them, and in turn they will become endeared to you. Interest, kindness, and humbleness are a major part of being charming. Giving praise is another. Praise is like a rare gemstone which derives its worth from its scarcity. Praise is one of the greatest motivating forces there is, and when sincerely applied can work wonders. Praise a dog and he is your friend. Praise children and they will glow with joy. Praise your ability with gratitude and you increase the flow of intelligence into your endeavors. Positive praise feelingly applied is an active multiplier. Praise what you have and more will be available to you. Praise is a positive expression of appreciation. In the case of others, it gives hearty and warm approval and breaks down barriers. If anyone you meet deserves your approbation, by all means give it, and in so doing you enhance their appreciation of your own qualities, a win-win situation powered by charm. The third element of charm is tolerance. Life is a compromise, and to realize and accept this adds to one's peace of mind and enjoyment. People are entitled to their own opinion, and possessing tolerance allows respect for diverse opinions, without necessarily believing or sharing them. Respect for another's point of view will always enlarge your own worldview. By exercising tolerance you dispel prejudice and vanity. It is the essential quality necessary to establish the true relationship between divergent situations on an impersonal basis. By becoming tolerant, you learn not to take the world and the events and people in it too seriously, yourself included, thus enabling your sense of humor to expand. A true and easy smile and the ability to have a good laugh will relax you, and in so doing, aid you in peace of mind and efficiency. Tolerance and a good sense of humor are indeed additional gems to have in your crown of charm. Charm is the art of pleasing. You need to be poised along with possessing the ability to act natural. Your ability to be pleasingly spontaneous and to act natural is a reflection of your habits. If these habits have been formed through the proper training of grace, poise and cleanliness, then they add to your charm. Negative habits of sloth, crudeness and loudishness diminishes. Charm refines the essence of your personality and permits the radiant beauty of your real being to shine through. Possessing charm will greatly augment your effectiveness. It makes it possible for you to always present yourself in the most favorable light. Through the glow of charm you will feel healthier, and those worry lines will soon be replaced by your infectious smile. So train and equip yourself in the art and power of charm. It will enrich your presence and add immeasurably to your personal satisfaction and happiness. This desire force is a primitive, elemental thing. It is found in the animal kingdom, and among the lower races of men, perhaps more clearly than among the higher types of men, but only because in such instances it is seen stripped of the covering, sheaths, disguises and masks that surround the more civilized forms and planes of life. But remember this well, the same principle is manifested under and beneath the polished veneer of civilized life. The desire force of the cultured leader of men is as elemental as that animating the fierce and shaggy caveman or the wild berserker who, naked and half-mad, rushed upon overwhelming hordes of his enemy, brushing them aside like flies. That is, if you will but look beneath the polished surface. In the old wild days desire manifested its force on the physical plane, now it manifests on the mental plane. That is the only difference. The force is the same in both cases. While we write, there has just been produced on stage a new play that illustrates this principle. The heroine, the daughter of an old New York family of high social standing and wealth, has a dream of her life in a former incarnation, in which she sees herself torn from the arms of her cave-dweller father by the mighty arms of a fierce savage chief, whose desire is manifested through the physical. She awakens from her dream, and to her horror soon discovers the face of her dream captor on a man who comes into her father's life in New York. This man comes from the West, forceful, resourceful and desirous, beating down all before him in the game of finance. As of old, he places his foot not on the neck of his enemies, but on the mental plane, this time, instead of the physical. The same old desire for power is strong within him, the same old masterfulness manifests itself. This man says, "I have never quit. I have never been afraid." The same old desire then flamed up in the savage now manifests in the master of Wall Street, and between the force of its attraction and the coupled and allied force of his will, he repeats the performances of his previous incarnation, but on the plane of mental forces and achievement this time, mind, not muscle, being the instrument through which the desire manifests. We give the above example merely as an illustration of the fact that desire is the motivating force that moves the will into action, and which cause the varied activity of life, men and things. Desire force is a real power in life, and influences not only tracts, but influences and compels other persons and things to swing in toward the center of the desire, sending forth the currents. In the secret of success, desire plays a prominent part. Without a desire for success, there is no success, none. The law of attraction is set into motion by desire. The majority of the principles advanced in this book have been in the nature of positive injunctions, that is, you have been urged to do certain things rather than to not do the opposite or contrary. But here we come to a place in which the advice must be given along the negative lines. We must urge you not to do a certain thing. We allude to that great poison of the mind and will known as fear. We do not allude to physical fear, important though physical courage may be, and as regrettable as physical cowardice may be considered, still it is not a part of the purpose of this book to preach against the latter and advise a cultivation of the former quality. You will find much of that elsewhere. Our purpose here is to combat that subtle, insidious enemy of true self-expression which appears in the shape and guise of mental fear, forebodings which may be considered as negative thought just as the other principles mentioned in this work may be considered as positive thought.